Hey everyone. So here's another live. Giving you some game today. And this is about your willingness to walk away. Okay? Your willingness to walk away is one of the most seductive things you have, and a lot of people have no idea about this. And in order to illustrate this and really get this through, get the message through, get the idea through, I'm going to be using a quote from Robert Greene. He's the author of The Art of Seduction. He's the author of The 48 Laws of Power. And I've read a lot of his books. I've read The Laws of Human Nature, The 48 Laws of Power, The Art of Seduction, and they've all been just like, honestly, I wish I read these books earlier. Okay. Now, here's the thing. A lot of, particularly women. Now, again, I am a person that gives advice to women because I don't like to see women get played, right? Because I feel like women have way too much to lose already in a patriarchal society, in societies that try to regulate and control female bodies. I just think that if there is any place that you can empower yourself, it's inside of an individual relationship, like a one-on-one relationship between you and a man, particularly. Okay. I don't date women, so I don't give advice on like women relationships, even though like, look, I support queer people, the LGBTQ community. I support them. It's just like, I don't have insight like that. So this is why I give advice on like male-female relationships. Okay. Hey, Red Sand. I was just looking for another videos of yours to watch. Oh, thank you, Red Sand. I'm so happy. I'll be making more videos, trying to give y'all some game because trust me, these men got game, and their game is just like so basic and remedial. Like it's not even advanced or smart or anything like that. So it's like if you can get some good advanced game, listen now, you set, you win, you be winning, BC. Hey, BC. Okay, so let's just talk about the topic. So the topic is your willingness to walk away is your most powerful seduction tool. I'm like, okay, you're like, what do you mean? Okay, so let's get into this quote by Robert Greene. And if you haven't heard of Robert Greene, y'all, let me just say this right now. You need to read his books. The Art of Seduction is top on the list, but actually they tie, right? So you have The Art of Seduction and you have The 48 Laws of Power. These two, listen, they will change your life. These two books will change your entire life. He has other books, but these two right here, they're game changers. All right. BC says they're deceptive, manipulative, but remedial. It really is. But the thing is, it's just like the reason why they work, okay? Male manipulation strategies, male relationship game is basic, and it works because women are way too trusting. I think as a woman, once you switch that little gear in your mind to understand that every single man that approaches you has an agenda, meaning he has some type of goal for you. He wants something from you. It helps you to understand that in order to not get played so much, you too should have an agenda. You too should have a goal. That man has a goal. You too should have a goal. Like that point blank period. Like, and I just think that's where a lot of women get tripped up. And Red Sand says, I'm reading his Art of Seduction right now. Great. So this should be wonderful. Okay. All right, so Homeworker TV, manipulation isn't good. Okay, you tell that to all of the men who are manipulating women. You tell that to the politicians and lawmakers and lawyers who write laws that regulate female bodies. You tell that to all the men who traffic young girls and women around the world and sell them for their bodies, okay? For some people, manipulation is a survival tactic, and it's a tactic not to be preyed on. So I'm teaching women how to use manipulation in order to survive and to not be preyed on and victimized by men who are very much so predatory in nature. Okay. All right. But anyway, let us talk about this quote right here. Okay. So it says here, Robert Smith says, When people sense that you are willing to walk away, they will understand that you have other options, and this will give you instantly more control and power over them. You have just one chance, one opportunity, one life, and if you waste it doing what other people want you to do, you are just squandering your time. I love this. I love this quote. Love it. And here's the thing, people will always try to exert control over you. People love to try to control other people. I don't know why. I don't know why it's in human nature to do this, but people just love trying to control other people. Men are guilty of it, women are guilty of it, right? And that's why there's so much power in one, having options, just like the quote says, and two, not caring about what another person does, because you focused on what you doing and you know what you doing can create options for you. Okay. So another book that I read from Robert Greene was I think it's The 33 Strategies of War. And even in that book, you know, this right here is from the 50th Law. I think they added 2 laws to the 48 Laws of Power, and he did this book with 50 Cent. I thought that was really cool. But all the way on the other end, in the 33 Strategies of War, another book by Robert Greene, all his books are pretty much about strategy, right? And I think that's very powerful. But in the 33 Strategies of War, he talks about one of the best strategies anybody can create for themselves is setting up options. This is why, I mean, this is also a great piece of advice for wealth building, right? And we know in this capitalistic world, wealth and money is like key to freedom. So the way I think about money is like each unit of money is like a freedom chip. Like the more money you have, the more freedom chips you have. The more freedom chips you have, the more options you have. You can choose whether to live in a horrible neighborhood that's very dangerous, or you can choose to live in a neighborhood that's thriving and safe and peaceful. You can choose based off of the freedom chips you have, based off of the amount of money you have, right? Based off of the amount of freedom chips you have. You can choose to be around people who like to travel, like to read, like to educate themselves. Or you can be around people who just think it's okay to sit, you know, work a job that doesn't mean anything and just sit and watch TV all day and never create any value for themselves, for their families, or their communities, right? So you have choices. One of the best strategies in anything really in life is to set up options for yourself. That's why in wealth building, they always tell you to have multiple streams of income. Like that, what is it? The saying is like millionaires always have like 7 streams of income, right? And they can be like, you can have a couple of jobs, you can have some rental properties, you can have some sources of passive income, you can have some assets, you know, whatever. But because you have multiple streams of income, if something doesn't work out with your job, if you got a new boss and she think you too cute and she want to fire you and she fire you, you good. Because you're not dependent on the job, because you have multiple streams of income. This is how you have to view dating. This is why if you watch any of the Shira 7 videos or like any other videos from the Level Up community, you have these women talking about you have to have multiple men. Like you have to have, and they do not recommend sleeping with multiple men. They're just saying you have to have multiple men in your lives who are trying to court you, who are trying to date you, who are trying to win you over, so that just in case one don't work out with one guy, something don't work out with one guy, you got these other guys that you can go to. You have options, right? And the reason why you have power in walking away, or you gain more power by walking away from someone who's offering you something that you don't want, which I would highly recommend you do. If someone is offering something that you don't want, or offering you scraps, or offering something that you know that you're too good for, you deserve more than that, then you walk away. I say this and I'll say it again. Don't take what you don't want. Don't take what you don't want. If you don't want a guy that sees you as an option and he just sees you as like a 50-50 partnership material type person where you have to pay half of everything, then just don't take it. There are guys that don't look at you like that. There are guys that will be happy to fully take care of you. So there's that. Set yourself up to have options so it is easy for you to walk away. And again, your ability to walk away will signal to the man that you have options. And then in his subconscious mind, he's going to be like, oh crap, like this girl got options. Like I'm not the only option she has. So that means she's valuable because I'm not the only one trying to get at her. No, this girl's special. Maybe I should treat her right. Because she got options. She ain't worried about me. She ain't pressed. She's not like looking for my validation. She's not like trying to please me every 5 seconds because she needs validation. She needs to be told that she's special. She needs to be told that she's beautiful. She needs to be told that she's wanted and desired. She good. She knows she's wanted and desired because she got options. You don't have to explicitly say this, and I don't recommend you explicitly say to a man, oh yeah, I got options. I got other dudes, right? I don't suggest anyone explicitly says this. However, you need to be willing to just be like, nah, I'm good. So for example, on a date, right? If someone wants to take you out and he's like, oh, why don't I take you to Applebee's? And you like, I can take myself to Applebee's. Like, I don't want to go to Applebee's. I want to go to a nice, independent restaurant. Just be like, no, I'm okay. I don't really like Applebee's. It's okay. A desperate woman who seeks validation and doesn't have any options will be like, okay, I'll go. And then on top of that, she may even offer to pay for something, whether that be the drinks, whether that be a tip, whether that means going half and half, 50-50. Set yourself out with options so you can walk away easy because you know you got options. Hey, Empress Lisa. All right. So BC says, I appreciate you covering the financial aspect of having options. Scarcity mindset and that part of our lives often extends to our dating behaviors. Absolutely. Like, I mean, you're absolutely right. So even if you don't have a providing man in your life that's taking care of you, you should still have multiple streams of income. I would suggest everybody start up like some type of YouTube channel, some type of content, get some affiliate links, be like an affiliate partner for companies that you like, and start to build because it takes time. You know, it's not gonna work out immediately, like right off the bat. So it takes time. Okay. All right. So let me just look at this quote again so we can just go over it one more time, and I'm going to go. Okay. It's gonna be a quick video. I mean, I really like this quote, but let me click on this link to see. All right, and it extends here. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this as well. And I'm going to go because I have work to do. So be willing to walk away. If you deeply know that you will be fine with or without certain people, situations, and jobs, and you will be able to lead the rapport where you want it to be on your terms and conditions. Oh, you will be able to lead the rapport where you want it to be on your terms and conditions. Okay. So this is why, so this part right here where it says like, if you deeply know that you will be fine with or without certain people, situations, and jobs, you will be able to lead the rapport where you want it to go on your terms and conditions. This is the thing. This is why I tell everybody to really work on their self-esteem, right? Because when you work on your self-esteem, you are sure of yourself. Like, you know what you can do. You sat down with yourself alone and you understand that, you know, if you have a plan, if you have a desire, you can derive some type of strategy, some type of agenda to actually get to your goal, achieve your goal. Practicing this over and over and over again, build self-esteem, like being sure of yourself, build self-esteem. And doing things as simply as like stating affirmation, build self-esteem. And the thing is, the people who cannot walk away, the people who do not have options, are the people who don't have the highest self-esteem. When you have a high self-esteem, you know you can basically do anything. Okay? So the second part says, When people sense that you are willing to walk away, they will understand that you have other options, and this will give you instantly more control and power over them. Okay. And this is a quote. I think, yeah. This is a quote maybe from 50 Cent, but so in the book, I read this book. In the book, 50 Cent and Robert Greene had this conversation. They were talking about power with one another. And it says here, in his experience, whenever he felt as if he had too much to lose and he held on to others or to deals out of fear of the alternative, fear, he ended up losing a lot more than he realized. That the key in life is to be willing to walk away. He was often surprised that in doing so, or even feeling that way, people would come back to him on his terms, now fearing what they might lose in the process. And if they didn't return, then good riddance. And here's another thing. Last thing I really want to say is a lot of people don't walk away because they fear the alternative, right? And anytime you're operating out of fear, you will lose. So be sure of yourself. Understand this for the ladies, especially when it comes to dating and like seduction, right? If you walk away from a guy and that guy don't chase you, baby, he didn't want you to begin with. So it's good that he didn't come after you, because you don't want someone wanting you half-a. You don't want somebody wanting you halfway. If somebody wants you, they gotta want you. You wasting your time if you dating people who like you just a little bit, or it's like a lukewarm attraction to you, lukewarm desire for you. You wasting your time. And a lot of women be going after these men, be entertaining these men that don't even really like them. That you're not his dream woman. He don't really want you. That's why he treating you like this. That's why he's inconsistent. If a man is ever inconsistent, if a man isn't going after you, he don't want you. He don't really want you. He wants the option. He wants you as an option. Maybe he trying to get something. They all trying to get something from you. He want you as an option. You, the chick in his back pocket, just in case the one with his dream, something with his dream woman doesn't work out. He go calling you, talking about come over, right? So walk away. I walked away from a lot of people, and it was, I saved so much time. I took that time that I could have wasted on someone that didn't really want me, and I put it into myself. I built myself up, right? And I suggest that you guys do the same thing. The greatest investment you could ever make is in yourself, in your knowledge, in your self-improvement, and the time you take to change your habits for the better. All right. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming through. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Make sure to share. Make sure to share this video. Share it with a woman you care about and you love, because they need it. They need to hear this. Okay. All right. See ya.